Hey guys, no, this isn't my usual content that you get from me whenever I can, but I feel like this needs to be addressed. This specifically goes out to the Dandy's World community. For those who don't know what Dandy's World is, I will gladly explain. Dandy's World is a multiplayer game where up to 8 people have to team up to reach the highest floor they can. It's like Dead by Daylight, but the monsters keep doubling and tripling, not up more and more as you progress through the floors. The fandom itself, or the community, as I should say, is supposed to be as nice and cooperative as the game should have been, but I was wrong. Some background for those who know. You might know where I'm going with this. For those who don't, I will gladly explain. So, me and my sisters have been introduced to the fandom December of last year. And doing so, we met this player, let's call them Muse, and we friended them because they were really cool and they seemed to think of us the same way. We've been through her emotional problems and personal problems. We've been there to support her the best of our abilities. But sometimes we be thinking, sometimes it's all we can do is to support her and hope she can get through the tough times. So anyways, recently, 2 months ago, I think, because it was in April, our Muse has this other friend, let's call Haruna. They knew each other in real life. They even introduced. I wasn't introduced. All I was told was that she was a bad person who started threatening our friend because of issues going on with them. I won't explain because it's their personal problems and not mine. Muse introduced Runa to one of my sisters, and she thought she was really cool until Muse kept getting death threats from Runa. So my sister blocked Runa, and now she had a comeback of sorts. 2 months ago, as I've said before, Runa hopped onto Dandy's World to threaten Muse again, but this time she wasn't alone. She recruited another alias, let's say Elias. His name is Elias, of sorts, to help hurt Muse. She knew, and since Runa and Muse were friends in real life, Runa knew where she lived. And all we could do was just sit there and yell at her in the lobby of Dandy's World and wait for her to get banned. She sexually assaulted Muse, put her in the hospital for a few days, and was sent to prison. But apparently, she'd been released, and she hasn't learned her lesson yet, which pissed me and my other sisters who were friends with Muse off a lot. So today, I was minding my own business, ready to hop onto Dandy's World with my friends and my sisters, until one of my sisters said that Runa was back. So I hopped onto Dandy's World ready to yell at her, tell her to get away from Muse, tell Muse to get out of the server so she doesn't follow her. But Runa was in her house yet again, making me feel useless and a lot of other things. My hands wouldn't stop shaking as I typed for Runa to get away from Muse, and she kept trying to say that if we wouldn't leave her alone, we were getting reported. We didn't care. We just wanted Runa to get away from Muse entirely. We got everyone in the server to report her, but since Roblox was being a douche, they banned my sister instead for 3 days for what Runa said was harassment. Runa was harassed because she was in the wrong. But she wouldn't leave Muse alone, so he had no choice but to harass her. And in doing so, my sister is pissed off more than ever now because she was banned yet again for defending her friend. This is also Roblox's fault because their system runs on AI now, and their moderators need to actually fix this because this is getting out of hand and the right people could get hurt by the wrong ones. Pedophiles exist too, and so do child kidnappers. So, I want to spread some sort of awareness for everyone that has these types of friends. No matter how tough it gets, stand up for yourselves and for your other friends. I don't care if you get reported in the process, make a new account, stand up for them even more. If you don't do that, that's you. Muse isn't the only one getting hurt by Runa, by people like her. I know most of you have been through the same thing of sorts, or anyone in particular. But I just want to spread awareness, get this out there, and hopefully the game can actually get more security. And I'm not calling out anyone if that makes them uncomfortable, but this has been the second time in a row that I've sit by and done nothing to help or said anything about it. So I'm putting this out there as a reminder that these types of people exist and you should be afraid of them, but you do have the right to stand up for yourself and for your friends that are getting harassed if needed. If this goes out of hand and Roblox does nothing about it, I suggest you all stop playing the game. That way, the minds and devs will see that something is wrong and will actually listen instead of relying on their stupid AI. So, Roblox, I don't know if you have a TikTok account or anything of the sort. If you're hearing this, we need you to fix your system and actually listen to the people who are playing it instead of just relying on AI to just do everything for you. You created this game to be a safe place for kids, and look where that got it. So, again, if any of you Dandy's World players have friends like these, either you leave immediately or you stand up for yourself and your friends if needed. I am sick and tired of this constant harassment that my friend has been going through. Runa has been impacted upon by many people. Well, she impacted us a lot. She's made us upset way too many times. Made us believe that made us realize that people like her exist. We already did, but she's worse than those other types of people. And I don't want to scare any of you by saying any of this. I just want you to know most of us are aware of what you're going through. Even if you don't necessarily have to go through it, I need you to be aware that some people aren't as nice as they seem. And I know most of you are going to go, she's an online friend, you can just ignore it because you live in different states or whatever. But just as much as she's my online friend, she is my friend in general. And people like me don't usually give up on friends. You fight back, or at least find a way to, in that sense. So, Runa has been stopped once again, thanks to one of Muse's other friends. And again, nothing we could do to stop it. But that's okay. At least Muse is okay. That's all that matters to me. I just want Runa to stop doing all of this because Honestly, this is getting out of hand. She needs to be put in jail longer. I'm getting off track. Again, if you or your friends are going through the similar thing my friend is going through, then by all means, have at thee. Report them, yell at them to leave you alone, or just go confront them face to face. I just need this whole thing to stop. Society's already a mess to begin with, thanks to Trump and his shenanigans. So, I just want to get this out there. That you are not alone in this. None of you are. And I know I haven't gone through it myself, but I have a friend who does, and it hurts even more. So, too long, don't read. If you have a friend that's being a toxic piece of crap to you and you don't know what to do about it, but you have a friend who does, let them stand up for you, or you stand up for them. That's all that matters in the long run. That you're okay and your friend that your friend stands up for you in some way. Even if they aren't in the same neighborhood, city, state, country, whatever you live in. And if it's just online friends, it doesn't matter. They need to be stood up for anyway. I don't usually ramble this long, but I just felt like this needed to be addressed. If most of you don't know what I'm saying because of the constant rambles, or do, that's fine. Do whatever you choose to do with this information. But for now, I'm going to try to